Welcome to Carlton's Math Corner. Today we're going to continue our study on writing expressions and equations. At this time, make sure that you have your math journal as well as your vocabulary packet. Today, our target is I can write a phrase or a sentence as an algebraic equation. So first of all, let's talk about what is an algebraic equation. Well, an algebraic equation is a math sentence with a variable, a number, or sometimes more than one number, an operation, or more than one operation, and then an equal sign. It's very similar to an algebraic expression. Actually, it's basically taking an algebraic expression and making it equal to another algebraic expression. And some key words that kind of let you know that it's an equation is, for sure, it has a variable. So usually you see the word number, like a number or something is missing, okay? And then you usually see the words either is or equals. And that gives us a signal that we are going to have an equal sign in it. Now, let's look at some examples. 5 more than a number is 6. Now, in the last videos, we have been talking about words that give us clues to different operations. So we're going to actually use our knowledge from the past and figure out, are there any words in this problem that signals us to do a certain operation? Well, I do notice that there is the word more than, and more than I know signals me to use what operation? Yeah, to use addition. And I hope you're looking at your chart that you created from the prior videos, because that will help you out with writing algebraic equations. Okay, so 5 more than a number is 6. So we know for sure that we need addition in here. And we know that there's something missing. So the missing is, we could use n, we could use any number or any letter for that variable, for that missing number. And then our two numbers that we have is a 5 and a 6. And then we have the word is. And actually, is means equals. And now we just need to figure out which order to put all these in. And really it comes down to mixing or following the phrase that's given to us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this order and we're going to start off with, well, there's 5. 5 goes first. Then more than means addition. A number is our missing number, our missing variable, which we chose n. And then is means equals. And then we have our other number 6. This, in this order, this is actually our equation. 5 plus n equals 6. And I'm going to get rid of this so you can see it. But 5 plus n equals 6 is my answer. And that is what an algebraic equation looks like. How about the next one? We have, if we go in order, let's see if we can do it without even, having to mix them, recording all the different operations and stuff. Let's see if we can just go straight through. So it says the product. What's product mean? Oh, answer. The answer to what kind of problem? To a multiplication problem. Oops. To a multiplication. If I can type. Now, that means that we're going to have multiplication in this. And we need to find the answer. Now remember, in the last video I said, well, with subtraction and addition, if I see the word sum or difference, I had to put parentheses around it. Now, do you remember what I said about multiplication and division? Like if we see the words product or quotient, Do we have to put parentheses around it? No, we do not, because those would come first anyways. They would come before subtraction and addition. So I don't need to put parentheses around them. So let's set this up. It says the product of 7, here's that keyword of again. Whenever you see the word of in this, and before that you see the word product, follow the numbers that are after. So the product of 7 and B. So they give us the missing number. They gave us a letter or a variable, and they called it B. And so it looks like we are going to multiply 7 and B. How could I write that? And remember, I don't want to use the X because X means, it's an unknown number. So how else could I write it? Yes, put the 7 next to the B. Then, so that means 7 times B. So that would be trying to find the answer of that. And that's a multiplication problem. Then the next word is is. What does is mean again? Equals. And then 63. 63. So here's my algebraic equation. 7b equals 63. Okay, how about the next one? The sum. Oh, we're finding the answer to a addition problem. Now, what did I say about addition problems again? Usually we put parentheses around it. But do you notice that there's no other operation in this problem? Do you notice that sum is the only one? Like, do you see any other words that would represent a different operation like multiplication or division or subtraction? No. And so because there are no other operations, do we have to put parentheses around it? Now remember, parentheses are only to tell us that we have to do that first before we do any other operation. Well, if there's no other operation, do we have to put parentheses around it? No, actually we don't in this case. I will tell you right now though, if you accidentally put parentheses in front of it, or around it, then I am okay with that. You will still get it correct. But I will tell you, if it's multiple choice, you probably will not find the answer that with parentheses around it. Okay? Now, what's the word is mean? Yep, equals, and then 79, and there's the answer. How about this one? The quotient. What's quotient mean again? Oh, yep, this is a new one. So let's type that one out. Answer to a division problem. And remember, with division, do you need parentheses? No. And so we are literally just going to divide whatever follows. And an X follows, that's our missing number, and a 7 follows. So we're going to take 7 divided by, my secret number divided by 7. That's what I meant to say. And I can write it like that, or I can write it like with the 7 below. And I will say most times you will see the 7 below, kind of like a fraction, but this is the same as this. What does is mean? Equals, and so equals 13. And I can put equals on either one of these. Equals 13. And either one of these answers would be correct. They're both just a different way to write a division problem. So how about this one? It says twice the number of miles is 18. What does twice mean? 2 times. So 2 times the number of miles. Do we know how many miles? No. So we have 2 times, and we don't know how many miles, so maybe we could use M for miles. And then remember, is means equals. So let's write this out. We have 2 times, how do I write times without using an X? Yeah, just put it right next to the variable. 2 times m equals 18. And that is my answer. Number 2. This one's actually a little tricky one because it says 9 less than a number equals 24. What does less than mean again? Yeah, subtraction. It means subtraction. Okay, so we're using subtraction, but it says 9 less than. Remember when we were talking about in the last video, we talked about, we had so many apples, and I said, okay, if you have 6 less than that, remember you subtracted 6 from it. It came second. So how about 9 less than? The 9 is actually going to come second. We're taking away 9 from whatever number we have, and we don't know what the number is, so we're going to say n for our number, and we are taking away 9. Okay, 9 less than that number. Then equals means, well, equal sign, and then 24. And so that is my answer. Now here's my question for you. I'm going to actually add a problem. If I have the word, if I say 9 less a number equals 24, do you think that it would be different than 9 less than a number equals 24? 9 less a number equals 24. It actually is different. When I say the word just less, it actually just means minus. So it means I'm not taking, I am taking away, but I'm actually starting with 9 and I am subtracting. So it's 9 less just means a subtraction symbol. And I don't have to switch the order because I'm not taking it away from what's unknown. I'm actually starting with 9 and I'm subtracting whatever my missing number is, n equals 24. This is a completely different equation than this one. So pay close attention to that. If it says less than, put the number second. So the 9 would come second. If it just says less, then you just write it in the order in which it's written. So it'd be 9 minus your missing number equals 24. Okay, how do you take a half? 1/2 of the regular price, and I guess this is now number 4. 1/2 the regular price. How do you take a half of something? Yes, you divide by 2. So we actually have division and we're dividing by 2. Well, if we don't know what the regular price is, I'm going to put P for price. Let's say my price, was $26. If I took half of that, I would divide it by 2, right? So let's say we don't know what it is. So I'm going to start with P and I'm going to divide it by 2. I'm taking half of it. And is in this problem remember, is equals 13. Now remember, you can write it like that, or you can put P on top and 2 on the bottom, and that means exactly the same thing. And so if I write this, it would be P divided by 2 is equal to 13. And okay. So either way, I'm okay with you writing it. And I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm trying to write this without so P divided by 2 equals 13, or P with a / divided by 2 equals 13. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to skip this for right now. We're going to use this on the next video because I'm running out of time. So I know you did problems 1 and 2 for the ticket problems from yesterday. So will you do 3 and 4, please? Thank you so much for joining me at Carlton's Math Corner, and I look forward to meeting with you again.